her feet land outside of the white line.
Not the way Carly Patterson wanted to start this.
How easy is it for us sometimes to let a setback become the fuel for us to just stop working?
Now the margin for error on the beam is so tiny.
Setbacks are opportunities for us to create strength where there wasn't that strength before.
Round off backflip, double Arabian.
Oh, now she's really in contention after that, surely.
If success is being pursued or defined from a place of fear, you won't ever achieve it.
Only one American has ever won the all-around title.
And if you're letting others define your success, you won't receive it.
One last big test.
Success has to come from a place of freedom.
She passes it with flying colours.
Patterson says hello to an entirely changed life. That's the photo you'll see on the front page tomorrow. And now we know this was Carly Patterson's destiny.
You dream about it all your life and all your career, and you never know if it's going to happen.
Congratulations, Carly.
I really don't think it's hit me yet, though.
Now we have this wonderful new, young, exciting star that is rising. And that star is Carly Patterson.
You're the first American to win the gold.
It really helps the sport of gymnastics.
Right, would you call it a resurgence?
Yes.
To be able to achieve my dreams and represent and honor my country like that, by any means, it's the definition of success, right? But guess what? I was only 16 years old. At that point, my question became, well, who is Carly without gymnastics? Success is all about enjoying your journey. It's not about being the best at everything you do. It's about being the best you at whatever you do. Carly Patterson, 2004 Olympic all-around champion. I am super excited to be here with you guys tonight, and I want to talk to you guys about success and what it takes to win. What I've learned about success along my journey is that, thankfully, it does not look like one certain thing or fit into one little box. Hard work never disappears. I always thought, when is my hard work going to pay off? I'm putting in the time, I'm putting in the effort. When is it going to show up? And I think a lot of times for us, it's so easy to focus on that outcome instead of the hard work and the effort that we're putting in. It's so easy to focus on that end goal. And success is about achieving that mental discipline to have the patience for your hard work to pay off. One of those times where I really had to focus on my hard work to pay off, have that patience, was actually learning this beam dismount. A round off, back handspring, and at this point I'm at the edge of the beam, and I jump up in the air and do half turn and 2 front flips, then land. Yes way. This skill is something that my coach and I came up with. Nobody in the world had ever done it before, and it took me months and months and months of hard work and dedication and doing the little things that I didn't always want to do to be able to get that skill. And today, it's actually one of the hardest skills that you can do in our sport, and it's called the Patterson. So it's actually named after me, which is pretty cool, and it's in the code of points for gymnastics forever. Success requires resilience. In life, we are all going to have setbacks at times. I was training for the 2003 World Championships. We were about 6 weeks away, and my elbow was really giving me a lot of trouble. My coach and I decided to go into the doctor and see what was going on. Well, we found out that it was fractured, and the doctor said, you need to take 6 weeks off. And I think for a lot of people, how easy is it for us to let sometimes a setback become the fuel for us to just stop working? It's almost like we're just waiting for that moment where we can just sit back and relax and not have to worry about something and not have to do something. And it happens to all of us. But setbacks are opportunities for us to create strength where there wasn't that strength before. I am really, really glad that I didn't give up my spot to compete that competition, because we ended up rallying together, basically looking all of that adversity in the face and saying, you're not taking us down. And like I said, I was 16 years old, and we were traveling to Greece, and we were coming up to this important night of individual all-around, this night that I had dreamed of since I was a little girl. I wanted to win gold so bad. The stage is set, the lights are on, and vault is up first. So I do a really good vault, but we have these 2 white lines that are on the landing mat, and you're supposed to land inside them. Well, I landed with both feet right outside them, and they killed me on my score. And I was not happy. And I remember thinking, oh my gosh, I'm going to have to do the absolute best 3 routines of my life if I want a chance at gold that night. My coach had always taught us to never take a fall or a mistake into the next event, to always see it as a fresh start. But that's a lot easier said than done. How many times do we let a bad past experience maybe tarnish a future one? I had no choice but to look at these next 3 events as a fresh start. So I go to bars, I do an awesome bar routine, I stick my landing, gives me some confidence going into beam, and beam was my best event, my favorite event, and it was my opportunity to nail the Patterson. And to be able to stick that dismount and do that kind of a routine when it mattered most and not let the fear and the pressure get to me was one of my favorite moments of that night, and I'll cherish that as much as winning the gold. Because like I said, I didn't let that pressure and that fear get to me. Success must come from a place of freedom, not fear. So before the Olympics, I wasn't, the popular kid in school. People didn't know my name or know who I was. But after I got back from the Olympics, everybody knew my name. Everybody knew who I was. And I got recognized everywhere I went. But as quick as that fame came, that's exactly how fast it went away. And I remember coming back home from the Olympics and having a firsthand experience with the fear of change. I had this appointment, this doctor appointment for my back, because I'd been having some back issues actually since the Olympics. And I remember him telling me that, Carly, you're going to need to retire. My entire identity, my entire life wrapped up in this sport. At that point, my question became, well, who is Carly without gymnastics? So I felt really lost, really empty, and kind of like I didn't have a purpose for a while. I decided I wanted to make a new normal, and my new normal was going to be that I was going to pursue a music career, and I wanted to be the next Taylor Swift, and I wanted to win a Grammy. Because I won an Olympic gold medal, how hard could a Grammy be to get, right? And I'm doing all those things I'm telling you guys about tonight. I'm working hard. I'm being resilient. I'm not letting the nose get me down. That should be all it takes, right? But how many of you guys have my album? And as I'm in the middle of doing this and trying to make it big, I realize what that third point that I'm talking to you guys about right now is. If success is being pursued or defined from a place of fear, you won't ever achieve it. And if you're letting others define your success, then you won't receive it. Success must come from a place of freedom. When you are having those difficult days, those times where whatever situation you might be in, but it just seems 100% impossible or too scary or too difficult or too risky, remember that hard work never disappears. We have to be people that are able to redefine success throughout our lives. It's not about being the best at what you do. It's about being the best you at whatever you do. In life, we are all going to have setbacks at times, and it's not going to be easy, but there's no other option. You're here right now. You don't know if you're ever going to get this shot again, and this is your moment.